As your work is to discover your world, and with all your heart, give yourself to it. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Tonight, I'd like to tell you how I discovered that while coaching didn't turn out to be my work, in it, I found my world. In the world of athletics, they say there are two different types of coaches. You're either an X's and O's type coach, or you just plain know how to motivate. The first involves objectivity and the ability to strategize. The second is not only subjective, it's subatomic. It requires you to connect with players on a much deeper level. This is the part of coaching I am drawn to. For the newer members and guests, to give you a bit of background, from 2005 until 2009, I attended UC San Diego, where I studied biology and, as you might have guessed, played basketball. After graduation, I traveled abroad and played a season in Vienna, Austria. And upon my return home to the States, I accepted a position back down at UCSD as an assistant coach. During my first week on the job, I came across a few not so subtle realities. The first looks something like this. Hey, coach. Oh, me. The second was that apparently I had just signed on to a lifestyle below the poverty line. Oh. The third was a reality that I found most disappointing. And this was that as assistants, we weren't even given opportunities to speak directly to the team. But it didn't matter. I would find a way to connect. About a month before season began, the head coach gave us assistants our first assignment. We were to come up with as many motivational quotes and stories as we could find so that we could compile them into a team handbook, or winner's manual, if you will. When I finally narrowed mine down to just under 20 pages, still, nothing that I found seemed to say exactly what I felt needed to be heard. So, I wrote my own. But in order to avoid any biases or stepping on anybody's toes, I decided to keep it anonymous and just slip it in there within the other 67 pages and hope that somehow it touched just some part of the girl's subconscious. This was my message. 4 years come and go in what seems like a moment's time. You'll look back and remember the times you killed yourself alongside your teammates. You'll be proud of the moments you did it for them. As you relive every suicide, every 300-yard sprint, every ounce of sweat you left on that court, you'll find yourself half smiling, almost in disbelief of what you once put yourself through, knowing that even if you were to describe every detail of every drill you ever did, no one could truly grasp the amount of yourself you once sacrificed every day for 4 years. You sit half smiling because this is also something you know you share with only 14 other individuals on the planet, and something not one person can ever take away from you. This pain, this secret, this bond will be what you remember. Once it's over, there will be no way to replace that void, that part of you that you once gave to your teammates and to your team. Once it's over, the physical pain becomes but a memory, and you will find yourself asking for more. So take it from me. Sacrifice all of yourself for as long as you've got left. 4 years is too short to hold back for even a second. My first year of coaching was unfortunately also my last. My 1 year stint began with me looking over my shoulder every time one of the girls referred to me as coach. And it ended with me as the adoptive mother of 14 college-age kids, fully embracing my new title as Mama Osier, which is what they still call me. I ended that season knowing that I learned more from those girls than I could have ever been able to teach. And I left not ever really knowing if I'd had the type of impact on them as I had hoped. But one thing I did know when I left was that I left as the proudest, most grateful mama on the planet. This past season, UCSD women's basketball had arguably the most successful season in the history of the program. They spent over 90% of their season ranked #1 in the nation in the NCAA Division II level. On their senior night, I sat in the stands and I watched as the underclassmen presented the seniors with an award, with a gift, as a token of their respect for the legacy they were leaving behind. This was the gift that they gave them. Here in the center are the 3 seniors embracing one another after a huge win. And written in teeny little letters in the background was the message that I wrote over a year and a half ago in their player's manual. Later I found out that the message written by an anonymous author became the team's mission statement. One of my all-time favorite quotes is, "A leader's power lies in his or her ability to empower." When I saw this canvas, I sat half smiling yet again, realizing that I had touched just a little bit more than the subconscious of those girls. And now we were even. Because in the same way that I had empowered them, they had empowered me. And now I can walk away, half smile and all, completely at ease with the fact that although coaching didn't end up being my work, in it, I found a world of empowerment. Thank you.
Please take 90 seconds to evaluate Michelle.
Time.
Thanks. Great speeches tonight. At this point, we're going to move into our portion of the meeting where we get to practice speaking off the cuff. For that, I'd like to introduce our table topics master, Dave Edmiston.
It's important with table topics not to be taciturn. Taciturn? Not to be taciturn. But however, it's not real important to be too voluminous in terms of your words. We should try to make it interesting, energetic, exciting, fascinating, where people will actually want to talk to you after the meeting.